everyone, it's Amber here from the Stellar Guitarist, and today I'm going to be teaching you a classic of Taylor Swift's. Everyone knows it, it's called Love Story, and I am all kitted out in my princess dress today, so if this is something that you'd be interested in learning, then let's get into the lesson. So first off, what I'd like to say is the song is super beginner friendly. I've removed all bar chords, so you're only going to be needing to play open chords for this version of the song. However, if you're wanting something a little bit more challenging, then please stick around for the end of the lesson. I'm going to be teaching you how to play that picking part that you heard me playing in the very beginning of this tutorial. Let's go and take a closer look at the chords that you'll be needing for the song. So there are 7 chords in total used throughout the song. Let's go ahead and start with the C major chord. We then move on to a G major chord, A minor, and our F major 7, or as I call it, an easy F. Then later on in the song, we have something called a key change, and this is going to require us to learn a few more chords in order to play this section. So we're going to be starting the new key change section of the song with a D major chord. We have an A major chord, and we have a B minor chord, which we usually play as a bar chord. But this can be a really tough thing to do as a beginner player. So I would like to suggest a B minor played just like this. So our first finger is going to go in the 2nd fret on our 1st string. Our 2nd finger is going to go onto the 2nd string in the 3rd fret. And our 3rd finger is going to go onto the 3rd string in the 4th fret. And we're going to strum it from the 4th string. So after you have those chords memorized, I would suggest pausing this video now to practice changing back and forth between the chords. The song is quite fast-paced, so the better you can change between the chords and the faster those transitions, make sure they're really smooth transitions, the easier you're going to find learning the song. So once you've done that, I'll see you in the next section of the video. The first strumming pattern that we're going to be learning today is used in the verse and in the pre-chorus. And as you can see from the screen, it's pretty simple and consists of down strums. So we're going to first start with learning the verse, which starts on a C major chord, and we're going to play through the C major twice. So demonstration, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again, 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're then going to change to our easy F, and we're going to repeat the same, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again to A minor and 3 and 4 and to F and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The second half of the verse repeats the exact same thing with the same chords, except the last chord is not an F anymore, they change that to a G chord. Let's do a quick playthrough of the verse together, starting on that C. A 1, 2, 3, go. We were both young when I first saw you. I closed my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there on a balcony of summer air. Back to C again. See the lights, see the party, the ball gowns. See you make your way through the crowd. You say hello. Now to the G chord. Little did I know. Great job, guys. Moving on into the pre-chorus. What we're going to be doing here is taking that strumming pattern, which we repeated twice in the verse, and we're only going to play it once. And for the chords, we're going to take the exact same chords that we're playing in the verse, and we're going to just jumble them up a little bit into a different order. So I'm going to pop the chords up on the screen, and the pre-chorus is going to start on an F major 7 chord. And we're going to play that through once. So, demonstration for the pre-chorus. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, change to A minor and to C, back to F, G and A minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the last thing we need to do in the pre-chorus is go back to the F chord for 2 strums, and we're going to go to G for 2 strums. Let's do a play through together of the pre-chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. You were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said, stay away from Juliet. And I was crying on the staircase, begging you, please don't go. To F, and I said. So the last strumming pattern that you're going to need to learn for the song is our very popular strumming pattern. It sounds like this: down, down, up, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. And this is a really great strumming pattern to use in the chorus of the song because it just elevates everything and makes it sound really punchy. So we're going to be starting on that C major chord in the chorus, and we're going to play the strumming pattern through twice on the C major chord. We're then going to change to G major twice. Moving on to A minor twice again. 1, 2, and then the last line of that chorus we're going to be playing an F chord, a G chord, and a C chord. So how we do that is we're going to play 1 round of the pattern on F, 1 round on G, and when we play that C chord, it's actually taking us back into the verse, which remember was our down strums. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, which leads us into verse 2. I sneak out to the garden to see you. Alright, so let's do a quick playthrough of the chorus starting on that C major chord. 2 rounds of your strumming pattern. 1, 2, 3, go. Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story. Baby, just say yes. If we go down further into the song, we get to the bridge section, and this is a really easy part of the song. We're going to take those same 4 chords, and we're only going to play 1 down strum, and we're going to hold it for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, G. Faith in you was fading. 1, 2, 3, 4 to C and to G. Now the last bit of the song is a little bit different. So we're going to be playing a chorus, but we're going to be using the strumming from the verse, which is that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the reason I think that they do this in the song is so that we're building up to that final key change where we're going to be using those other chords that I taught you earlier on in the lesson. So starting on that C major, we're going to play the chords from the chorus, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Alright, so we can try that with the singing. Let's do it together on that C major chord, chorus, 1, 2, 3, 4. Romeo, save me, I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. Is this in my head? I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said. This brings us to the final section of the song, and this is when we're doing that really wacky key change. So we're going to be using our D major chord, our A major chord, G major, and our easy B minor. Alright, so starting on that D major, we're going to be going back into our strumming pattern, and we're going to be playing the D twice. 1, 2, change to A for 2 rounds. 1, 2, B minor for 2 rounds. 1, 2, and then we're going to be playing G for 1 round and A for 1 round. And we then repeat that all over again. And we end with D on 1 strum. Great, so we're going to be looking at that picking part that you heard from the very beginning of the lesson. So we're only going to be working with 4 chord shapes for the picking part, and we hear this most obviously in the intro of the song. So I'll give you a demonstration and watch carefully. So what you can notice there is that the picking pattern is quite similar throughout the whole thing. We've got that similar melody line, boom, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, and so on and so on. So what we need to do is just make sure that our fingers on our right hand are all on the correct string. So we're going to start off with a C chord. So our thumb is going to start on that 5th string, and our index is going to be on the 3rd, and our middle will be on the 2nd. So when we play that C chord, that's where our fingers are going to be to pluck those notes. So just double check that that's what yours sounds like. Now what we're going to be doing for the C chord is adding our pinky. Now pinky is not a very strong finger, but this is a really good way to strengthen the pinky up. We're going to put that pinky on the 2nd string in the 3rd fret, and we're going to be taking it away, adding it, and taking it away. And what we can do with our right hand is bring index and middle down to play those notes so that you can kind of walk the fingers. Just practice playing that a few times. So we're going to be thumb, index, middle, index, middle, index, while your pinky is jumping up and down off the string. And the last 2 notes, we're going to go back to that 3rd string and back to the 2nd string. Pinky mustn't be playing for those last notes. Keep pinky away. If you can manage playing that on the C chord, the rest should be relatively easy. The next thing we're going to go is to a G in the bass. So we're going to take that ring finger up just 1 string, and everything else can come off except for your 1st finger. And our thumb is going to travel up 1 string to that 6th string. And the same thing is going to apply. This one's definitely the hardest of the lot because it's quite an uncomfortable stretch. The 3rd chord up is an A minor, so we're going to bring that thumb back down to the 5th string, and we play the same thing. And our last chord is an F major 7, so our thumb is going to move down to the 4th string, and the other fingers stay in the same place. So if I put it all together for you nice and slowly. Repeat. Move your finger up. To A minor, thumb comes down to the 5th string. And to our F major 7, thumb comes down to the 4th string. So all that's left to do now is a mini playthrough of all those main sections that we learned today in the lesson. So grab your guitar and let's get playing. Starting on that C major chord, 1, 2, 3, go. Here we go, 1, 2, to A minor. I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you was fading when I met you on the outskirts of town. And I said, Romeo, save me, I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. And that is my guitar tutorial for Love Story by Taylor Swift. Thank you so much for watching today's tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like this video and to come and subscribe to my channel. Join the Stellar Guitarists community. I post videos on a weekly basis on a Sunday, so pop that notifications button on. That way you'll never miss any of the lessons that I upload in the future. That's all from me for today. Have a wonderful rest of your week.